Breaking news. Ibrahim Traore lands in Russia, Moscow for tomorrow's military parade. Traore is expected to address the BRICS in Russia tomorrow. My people, this is a very welcome development. The video you are watching is when the leader of Burkina Faso arrived in Russia. This young African leader was invited to be present in this Russian military parade ceremony tomorrow. My correct people, they must see the hot internet don't catch fire. Many people are happy because of this particular news. I love the way this man is breaking records in the history of Africa as a whole. Africa have woken up. It is time for us to embrace ourselves, to love ourselves, and to make Africa again. Come together, Afri Union. Come together, Africa, and make Africa great once again. In case you don't know, Burkina Faso interim president, known as Captain Ibrahim Traore, was the only African president that was invited in this celebration in Russia. He just arrived in Moscow to participate in Russia's Victory Day celebration, which will take place tomorrow, being 9th of May 2025, which will mark the 80th anniversary of the defeat of Nazi Germany in World War II. My people, this man is indeed breaking records. Please watch the rest of the video. Feel free to drop your opinion in the comment section. If this is your first time coming across our YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell button so that you always get notified of all latest news. If you've been our regular subscriber, thank you for watching and continue and for your continual support in this channel. God bless you all.
Oui. Nous venons là vers nos voitures ainsi que le président. Donc on va là. Si vous voulez, on va d'abord ramener le président.
Breaking news. I just get this information 10 minutes ago. The president of Burkina Faso is now currently in Russia. Tomorrow is 80th anniversary of Russia's great victory. And they invite the president of Burkina Faso to be present. This is a great honor. He just landed today, 10 minutes ago, and I get the news. How many of presidents they are going to invite right now? I don't know. Maybe Nigerian president will be there. I don't think so. Hey! Nah. As young as Ibrahim is shaking the world. There is another news that I'm going to rectify on the next video.
The questions that my generations are asking are the following, if I may summarize. It is not understanding how Africa, with so many riches on our soil, with a generous nature of water, abundant sunshine. Africa is today the poorest continent. Africa is a hungry continent. And how is it that we, as heads of state, travel the world begging? These are questions we are asking ourselves, and for which we have no answers so far. We have the opportunity to forge new relationships, and I hope these relationships can be the best to provide a better future for our peoples. My generation also asks me to say that due to this poverty, they are forced to cross the ocean to try to reach Europe. They die in the ocean, but soon they will not cross because they will come to our palaces to seek their daily sustenance. As for Burkina Faso, today we have been facing for more than 8 years the most barbaric, the most violent form of neocolonialism, of imperialism. The slavery that they still tend to impose on us. Our predecessors taught us one thing well. The slave who is not capable of assuming his revolt does not deserve pity for his fate. We do not pity ourselves, and we do not ask anyone to pity us. The Burkinabe people have decided to fight against the terrorists in order to revive their development. In this struggle, brave peoples, courageous populations have committed to taking up arms against terrorism. Those whom we have affectionately called the VDP, the volunteers. We are surprised to see the imperialists label these VDP as militias and all sorts of things. It's disappointing because in Europe, When people take up arms to defend their homeland, they are called patriots. Our grandfathers were deported to save Europe. It was not with their consent, against their will. And well, upon their return, we remember well that in Traore, when they wanted to claim their basic rights, they were massacred. So it doesn't matter then. When we, the people, decide to defend ourselves, we are labeled as a militia. But that is not the problem. The problem is seeing African heads of state who bring nothing to these people who are fighting, but who sing the same tune as the imperialists by labeling us as a militia, by calling us people who do not respect human rights. What human rights are we talking about? We are outraged by this, and it is shameful. We, African heads of state, must stop behaving like puppets that dance every time the imperialists pull the strings. Yesterday, President Vladimir Putin announced the sending of grains to Africa. We are very pleased. We thank him for that. But also, it is a message sent to our African heads of state, because at the next forum, we should not come here without having ensured for those who do not know war, the food self-sufficiency of our peoples. We must learn from the experience of those who have already achieved this in Africa, build good relationships here, and foster better relations with the Russian Federation to meet the needs of our populations. I may not be long, the allotted time is very short. We are obliged to stop at some point, but I would like to conclude by saying that we must pay tribute to our peoples who are fighting.